everybody. Happy Sunday. I hope that wherever you are and whatever you are doing, you are having a fantastic weekend. It's been raining here today, which has been lovely. It was really hot at the start of the week and then it got kind of cool. And today it's like not even gone above 18 degrees Celsius. It's been really cold. We've had some rain, which has been very well received. Let me show you how the garden is doing. Over here, as you can see, my butternut squashes are growing. My pumpkins are growing. Look at that corn. It is really, really shooting up now. I'm really glad that we did this companion planting method. It's not working everywhere yet. So over here, for example, this corn is not growing as quickly as the beans, and the beans are coming and catching up. But look at this. These are my pumpkins. They're doing really, really well. So these are pumpkins. These are squashes, I think, like a zucchini. And I'm starting to see flowers thinking about coming on. That's really exciting. I'm hoping that we're going to see some awesome things very soon with that. Maybe they are zucchinis. Maybe they are all zucchinis here. I know that those are pumpkins. So these are definitely pumpkins. I think these are zucchinis. And then I think they might be pumpkins and zucchinis. Anyway, that's not important. But check out the beans. This is good progress from the beans. Good progress from the squashes. And good progress from all of the other stuff that is growing here in the garden right now. The herbs are doing well. Look at that lemongrass. It's come all the way back up again. Well, not lemongrass, lemon balm even. Coming up really, really quickly. Over here, this is I think this is some of the painted corn. It's coming up really nicely and growing really well. And over here, the garlic. The garlic is doing well, although the garlic coming to the end of its season, obviously. You're supposed to plant garlic on the shortest day and then harvest it on the longest day. But I planted it late, so I'm leaving it in the ground. This is obviously not garlic. This is oats. This is oats from the straw, and I've decided to just leave it be. Because, you know, being able to have oats in your own garden. And that's pretty cool. I might plant some of these as a cover crop for the winter, because why not? Look at my coriander, though. It has grown. It has started to bolt. It's a bolting coriander. I just like seeing it. I think it's pretty, and I have used some of it, but yeah, my wife doesn't like the smell of stink bugs, so she's gone off the smell of coriander too. My beans are doing incredibly well. They are growing incredibly well. I've already had like 4 or 5 lots of beans off here this week. I gave some to Kate Warren Elliott when she was up filming with me the other day. Oh, and by the way, lettuce. Lettuce is doing really well as well. So this is a butter crunch lettuce down there. And over here, we have some beetroot growing. It's all exciting. Over here, the raspberries have been just amazing. We've had lots of raspberries growing so far, and we've got many, many more coming. I come out here most mornings and help myself to some raspberries to have with my cereal and yogurt in the morning, because raspberries are awesome. And I think everybody should have access to raspberries. That's just one of my things. I really, really enjoy them. They are looking incredible. There are also loads of stink bugs around here, so you have to be careful when you pick a raspberry. Look at that. That looks incredible. Nom. It's very lovely. Meanwhile, the onions and the carrots, they are doing incredibly well. I'm a bit worried about the onions over there, but the carrots are doing better over here. And then over here, the carrots are not doing well, but the onions are. There are also some weeds that need to come up, and I'm going to have to start weeding them. But I've been busy getting ready for July 4th and the week of not working. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to work a little bit this coming week, but not too much. Strawberries, meanwhile, well, I've never had strawberries this good. They are growing at an incredible breakneck speed, and it's really lovely, because I thought I sucked at growing strawberries until this year. And now I've decided that maybe I don't suck at strawberries. I'm really happy about how the strawberries are growing. Hello, Ashley. How are you doing? Do you have any eggs for me today? No eggs? Okay. She's happy. It's funny, every day when I come out to pick up the strawberries and the raspberries, she comes and makes noises and was like, I require payment. Ape, monkey person, I require payment. And I give her payment and then she's happy. The squashes at the front of the the front of the greenhouse that don't ever get direct sunlight are doing incredibly well right now. And in here, I'll just check it out. Look at all of the amazing growth that's happening in here. So this pepper over here is just about ready. As soon as it turns yellow, I'm going to harvest it. We've got another pepper here with loads of flowers coming. My tomatillos are coming up well. This is a tomatillo. This is a tomatillo. We also have cucumbers thinking about growing. I think that might be a male flower. Yes, it is. We take the male flower off. For the English style cucumbers, you have to take the male flowers off because otherwise they turn the cucumbers bitter. It's not true for all cucumbers, just the English style ones. So I have to nip them in the bud, literally, so to speak. Over here, these are my pickling cucumbers. You can see how amazingly they are growing and they look just so verdant and green. Their leaves have really started to grow. And over in the tomato section, well, look at that. Tomatoes are just growing incredibly well. I'm really enjoying seeing all the wonderful, wonderful tomato growth that's occurring. And some of these tomatoes are, they're really shooting up. And you get to a point where the tomato plants really start to smell like growed up tomatoes. And it's this time that I really need to start thinking about feeding them. So instead of just watering them, I'm going to start feeding them with a potassium-rich food. And this last week, I actually picked up some new inline drip feeders, which is going to make the whole process so much easier. Meanwhile, down here, with help from my mother, or guidance from my mother, you probably can't see there, but there are some peas in there for us to replace the ones that got eaten. And then down here in this one, there are, you can see those much more clearly, some peas growing, which will be going in the garden before the next time I film a Sunday and chicken. That's a Sunday musing and a chicken and garden update, if you don't already know. I've also been giving away some of my plants. So I found some folks who needed to have some tomatoes and cucumbers. I found some neighbours who want some. So I'm going to be, running around and asking people what they would like what plants they would like. Meanwhile, out front here, despite having chickens scratching around all day, these tomatoes are also doing incredibly well. And so too is the tomatillo. So I cannot complain. Oh, and while we're talking about it, we talked about care packages a couple of weeks ago. These are the care potatoes that are off to Em and Moss tomorrow. They're going to have those tomorrow and I'll give them a little instruction on how to look after them. Meanwhile, these are also heading off to go and live in another state. Good job I'm not going to California because you can't transport plants over the state line into California. But you can take them into Oregon. But if you look here, look, there are definitely cucumbers coming on these. There's some cucumbers there. And then if I spin this around, you also see some more cucumbers here. And those cucumbers are just going to be great. And you can see how healthy and happy and strong these tomatoes are. They're two different types of tomatoes. I'm growing them side by side in this cage that I picked up from a local feed store here in Oregon. So I've been really busy this week. Next week, I hope to be even busier. Things are growing at an incredible rate and my roses are looking incredible. And I've been able to properly water everything for the first time because now I've really sorted out my watering system. So yeah, really, really happy. Oh, and I finished off at one of my volunteer potatoes. I dug that full plant up and I had probably about 3 pounds of potatoes from potatoes that I never even planted. They were kind of volunteers from 2 years ago. So it just shows you, if you're patient, gardens just reward you as and when. And if you haven't seen it yet, this is my hollyhock that is self-seeded. And it looks amazing because it hasn't opened yet, but I think it's going to be a good one. It's taller than some of the sunflowers we've had in previous years. I hope by the next time we film, we'll be able to share exactly how beautiful it is. Thanks for joining me today, and if you've got thoughts, make sure you leave them below in our Discord chat room, or you can reach out to us on Mastodon. Thanks to the amazing list of people scrolling by on your screen right now. They are some of the more than 1,500 people who help fund this channel through Patreon and YouTube. They help cover our bills, pay our team, and they make sure that we can remain 100% independent. If you'd like to join them and see your name listed here, just follow the links below. There are a range of different tiers you can sign up for, from as little as $1 a month, or if you pay yearly, just over $10 a year. A massive welcome to our newest supporters: Carol Bulawa, Rolfondo, Michael Owen, Winter, and Wilton Live. To join the list and get your shout out, become a paid Patreon member for your week of fame. And of course, if you'd like to support us with a one-off donation, you'll find links below to make Ko-fi and Bitcoin donations. We even have a good old-fashioned PO box that you can reach us at. Address you'll find linked below. And of course, if you're in need of some swag, you'll find our swag store in the down below as well. This month, we are celebrating Pride with an amazing new t-shirt design by our in-house artist and animator Erin. You can get yours today by heading to our Redbubble store. We've also got some fantastic content coming up, so make sure that you've hit the subscribe button on either PeerTube or YouTube, and we'll see you soon. We make new videos every Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. If you want more, the mighty algorithm thinks you'll like this video, but we think this one is also well worth a look. See you soon, and as always, keep evolving.